committing. That's CCT. We talked about him before, stating that he could be that next big player that could strike through to the Tier 1 scene if he proves to be consistent and solid here. There's that, not flash, decoy that's coming through, and CCT will get the opening frag. Couple clear sandbags. That might not be red, but it is CCT. He even clears sandbags as well. Goes down, gets the 2K at least, but redstar strikes back for 2 of his own and rebuffs the attempted take of Banana. That's the bomb carrier as well. If he gets Mighty Max, the round flips on its head, and into the breach will have the advantage. redstar, can you get it done is the question, and eventually Mighty Max comes around the corner and blindsides redstar. That is beautiful. Gives his team the 3v2. It's going back and forth every moment, it seems, but it looks like the advantage will eventually end up in Endpoint's favor because they got the bomb and they'll be able to rotate back to the A site. We'll see if there's a reaction coming through from hAdji here, Dolan.
Yeah, let's see how quick Endpoint are gonna be with the rotations, because hAdji is already after them. Definitely heard the steps. Now he knows the bomb surely is gonna get planted, and now a decision for hAdji to be made whether to go aggressive or not. Allows for the bomb plant to happen, and as he attacks his opponents, we're down for the 2 versus 2.
hAdji peeks around. Oh, nice shot from hAdji, getting a Zulu, and there's only one left. Surreal, and he's gone too into the breach. You talked about it, Dolan. Individually, there's a lot of firepower on this squad.
This is the CT side striking first, of course, due to the extra amount of financing coming in. Endpoint are going to be full buying, and I'm curious whether they're going to have a really quick pace round. It's looking quite likely, but keoz is 1 step ahead, grabbing a nice double kill.
Yeah, keoz spent a lot of time on Gamer Legion.
Arguably, you know, and if we only talk about keoz under a spotlight of his disco performances, I think that he's too far away from being one of the greatest players. But keoz is the type of guy that can be a nice anchor. And talking about anchor players, there comes CCT on the T side though, and now that they find that extra bit of damage, they're looking to open up that A bomb side.
Yeah, they've already done so pretty much. I mean, you see hAdji's been lit down to 24 HP, so he has to fall off, and he's rejoining with his teammates that are coming out of Arch. There's the argument here without the utility to go for the save. It is a 3v3, so maybe you have a poke and a prod to see if you can find one. But your money's not great. Now you gotta go. All right, you get the man advantage. No reason not to charge in. CCT going to find his death, and hAdji gets the 3K there, 2-0 for Into the Breach.
Endpoint are in a really good position to find their first, so it will either come down to a heroic stand and an outplay out of redstar from pretty much his base, or from what I'm seeing, yeah, this is going to be an intent for redstar to actually stop the split. Gets one, but this is where the T side can enter the B bomb side for free. And do you even test it? I mean, there isn't a defuse kit. Now that you have the man advantage, maybe ITB can think about it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, that was a good cutoff there that they did for the 2 players that were trying to rotate in from CT, and that was only the 3 players on the site itself. It's still going to be tough to get back in here, and that's a great shot from Crucial. A better one right back from redstar with the M4 against the big green. And now the man advantage restored for Into the Breach. They've still got CCT to take care of. He's been one of the better players here for them lately, and he's going to get a couple onto redstar and smooya. hAdji, the last one standing. Now it feels exceptionally unlikely for him to pull it off. Although he does get the frag, there's no time to go and get the defusal, and it will be a first round on the board for Endpoint, despite the fact that they do lose all 5 players. Wants to open things up for his team. There's the util again. A nade does a little more damage to CCT. He's still okay at around half health, but needs to be careful here. And, well, it doesn't matter. Crucial is supporting him. I thought Synopsy might have to jump on him. redstar finally finishes him, but excellent trading happening here from Endpoint. M4 going to be picked up off the ground by Crucial to make sure he gets that instant reload and a little more range. hAdji spraying through the smoke. He actually gets more damage done on him than he delivered. In fact, he didn't even hit a single bullet through that smoke, and now he's down to 30 HP. Oh my goodness, this is a great maneuvering from Endpoint.
Yeah, Zeus's awareness is actually insane, because keoz made the right call to go for a push to set himself up for success in towards Boiler, but if it was not for a Zoo checking this corner out, then maybe keoz could have gone away with yet another multi-kill. Now, smooya needs to save the day, grabs a second, so I mean, there is a small chance for hAdji. 3 points of health, doesn't have any utility. Playing against a smoke incendiary flash and cruise on this map. But I just don't feel like doing it quite early on and risking it all. I'm curious whether Endpoint are actually going to go for a split. This is definitely the better call. And it seems like CJod is understanding that, as well as Mighty Max. Here comes the long smoke, the molly for pit as well. And here come Endpoint.
It's a beautiful Molotov toss as Mighty Max can get the headshot onto keoz. Utility in general is fantastic, and they're just picking apart this defense, making it look easy. Smooya gets one, but that's just a consolation prize as Crucial gets the headshot onto him, and once more into the breach are just dismantled.
It's once again the passiveness out of Into the Breach. It's the lack of people fighting for banana controller. Even if you don't want to fight early on, just try and retake this part of the map because so far you're struggling. And I can understand that you have the individual class that
Squad, but in the end it turns up completely empty. And CJod once more going for that early banana control. There's the nade toss forward. A little bit of damage to Synopsy. Finally, hAdji and keoz connecting with 2 opening frags. Surreal and Azuwu can't get it done in the apartments. So a little bit of a shift up in the defense on that A site has helped immensely, getting more into the faces of Endpoint and preventing from getting that space. And smooya does connect on his second shot. Redstar takes care of CJod, and this has been completely different in terms of the outcome of the round compared to the previous 5. Nice shot from Mighty Max to get smooya. He still has the bomb on his back and could get a plant here. We'll see if it's allowed to him. I would be surprised if it is, and it is not. Redstar pushed through the smoke at the perfect time. Breach, get the opening frag. Surreal trades, but smooya's right there for the op frag again. He's starting to find his rhythm, which is good news for ITB. smooya lined up now for an apartments poke, and he knows that Azuwu's been there pretty much every single round, lurking around. But Crucial, what a peek onto Redstar, threading the needle with the big green. Azuwu, there he is, the lurker, comes out and gets keoz as well. smooya does even the numbers out at a 2v2. But Endpoint have gained a lot of space up lane, and smooya doesn't know which direction they're going in.
That smooya has a really expensive gun. He needs to save it, because if he goes down, this is going to be a lot of damage given over to ITB. Getting another round on the D side. Great job, man. Advantage. And it's just so curious to me because it felt like ITB had the proper response. They had the people in the right positions. Play for that A bomb side, and it's a 4 versus 5 in favor of Endpoint.
keoz manages to make it a 4v4. He's going to get traded by Azuwu, who's looking for more. He knows that hAdji's over in pit, but hAdji dealt with. Now Azuwu can focus on the site, and while you guys see what happens, Azuwu gets Redstar, and that leaves only smooya left standing over towards Banana. He is nowhere close to this bomb site.
Showing some really confident play. We talked about how he's the one probably with the biggest potential to become a you try to contest Endpoint in that in those banana fights, and now Mighty Max looking for a play on his own.
Oh, what a shot from Mighty Max. Redstar gone. hAdji gets 2 back though. CJod and Mighty Max gone. 2v3. hAdji's exposed, so he will go down, but he helps his teammate get a trade in smooya with that AWP, leaving it all up to Surreal in a 1v3. Wow, hAdji has been so good for ITB. When they're winning rounds, it's because of him, and smooya will put the cherry on top of that one as Into the Breach do at least get their 5th. CJod over at the B site, pistol round. He's got the dualies. He's the only one here to rebuff the push. And the smoke's going to get tossed. And a flashbang as well. And they come out right before the smoke blooms. So CJod has absolutely no chance. Beautiful spacing and timing on that util. And now the bomb's going to be planted. There is a recovery here by Surreal, finding smooya, who is trying to guard the flank. So that exposes things a little bit at bottom banana. But Endpoint have a lot of ground to cover here.
Yeah, and have a look at where Redstar is. Is this already a safe, actually? Yes, it is. Endpoint are not going to even approach it. Wow. That's a pistol round secured by a single kill. I'm not really surprised because oftentimes you're going to see Endpoint just leaving CJod all alone, leaving him to play his own game, whereas the possibility of you getting a couple of surprising kills is quite high.
Yeah. see. Redstar gets one, and smooya trades up. Back and forth we go, in fact, and Endpoint have held on to top banana. Well done from Crucial, along with CJot. Very low, will lead the charge with the MAC-10. He's going to put himself in a position to be traded here. Crucial should be able to get one. There it is. No trade yet there, and keoz will find it eventually. As we have a 2v2, very possible for Endpoint to get back in here and try to get control of this site. But into the breach, need to feel confident enough first to plant the bomb.
Yeah, good position for the C4 explosive to be planted. It's a doable clutch. 2 flashes and hAdji available for into the breach. Just a smoke for the CT side, but they're looking for the duels, and as Azubu grabs this one now, keoz needs to show what it's made of. Easy first onto Azu, and there comes the dance of death, but who's going to be going down? The Brit or the Belgian player? Good movement out of keoz, and a wonderful 1 versus 2 clutch to hold the line for Itcown, and as it doesn't pay its dividends, now we're going to see a eke around it. Going back to the point that you made, I think I would agree. Even with the 2 Kevlars being present there, you're probably wanting to deal with as much damage as possible, knowing that in any case you're going to be force buying going into the next one. Yeah, sure, it's an investment which you want to keep, $650. Now Surreal can get caught. Azubu cannot really help, so Azubu is isolated, and as long as Surreal doesn't show himself up, this is a really good crossfire. There comes the activation.
Oh, that's such good movement from hAdji to get around truck and onto that site, and he knows that there's a player towards pit. I don't know if they're aware of mini pit though. Azubu strikes for one. They weren't. Redstar down. He finds a second. Finally goes down to dirt, but he does more than enough to help Endpoint get the round victory, as it will be capped off.
Once again, needs to be careful. Actually, both sides need to be really careful as CJot keeps on going deeper and deeper, and as he finds the first, this is now a man advantage once again with Endpoint.
Alright, Endpoint trying to find their mojo again with the rifles, and CJot looking to lead that charge. Taking aggressive fights on banana twice now, and Crucial, beautiful peek onto smooya. Both of them at the same angle, but Crucial doing a better job. Oh my goodness, now he's finding his rhythm. keoz dead, goes for another one, continues to re-peek here, and into the breach. Have to be careful, they just don't all die to the offer of Endpoint. Redstar watching the flank, sees a player come through, taps away a couple of bullets, but I mean, ITB don't have map control.
2 important guns, an AK and an AWP. Definitely good to have, considering that Redstar and hAdji are going to be out of money.
Not going to see anything, though, so he has to fall off that boost. CJot's in a great spot to punish here. There's the first. Continues spamming and gets a second through the smoke. Pulls out the USP. Why not a third? And Mighty Max supports him to ensure that he not only gets that 3K, but survives with all his weaponry and utility.
And that from pistols hurts the most, and especially that into the breach have a Bulgarian. Let's see whether they're going to be applying the damage.
Well, so let's see if that saying holds true here, and there you go. hAdji is going to get that shot onto CJot. I would say the best approach here for ITB is just go full speed with those Tech 9s. That's when they're most lethal, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Redstar, not a headshot, but a frag onto Mighty Max. Now Azubu spamming through the smoke, but he's the one who falls. Here we go. Those pistols certainly doing the damage. Crucial and Surreal, the last 2 standing. And of all the rounds for ITB to get, imagine Surreal's going to challenge much. Crucial waiting to try and get some exit frags. And Surreal's done. So is Crucial. Oh my goodness. I mean, that is just awful.
Need to combine. They fall back. This is the smarter call. 35 seconds. ITB will commit.
Alright, here they come, walking into 2 Endpoint players. CJot being the first, and CJot, oh, what a flick for that second frag, even gets the third, another 3K for him, and Mighty Max just gets the last, and probably a fist bump if they were on land.
It's really close, but remains far from the second kill.
Wow. So much damage to keoz. He is on notice. Mighty Max still does the work onto him. Can he get a second one? It's going to be tough with the way this smoke has bloomed. And yeah, he ends up going down immediately to Redstar. So site control gain 3v3. Say into the breach. A bomb plant would help their economy immensely. Win or lose here. Smoke from getting comfortable on this site and giving Crucial a chance to get closer and closer. And he denies the bomb plant as well. Redstar falls. Oh my goodness, 30 seconds left. Smooya and hAdji now have to get a frag, potentially, recover the bomb, and try to plant it. And it's going to be a mad scramble. Endpoint know that they're under pressure, so they're just waiting it out, saying, all right, guys, try and get that bomb. Try and make it happen. We won't let you. Surreal gets Smooya, and now hAdji will fall to him as well. Endpoint with a beautiful play onto that B site. Got 3 Tech 9s, and they have a Galil and Mac 10 this time, so maybe they'll be able to pull off an 11th and extend this to the full 24. And keoz is down to dirt. Excuse me, keoz going to get crucial down to dirt. He is traded by Surreal, but the pressure is on. Azuwu is taking that pressure off of his team, and Surreal gets a 2K. It's only one left. Synopsy falls. Beautifully done from Endpoint. They were absolutely the better team here on Inferno when the guns came out.
Yeah, 13-10. They managed to...
hAdji's going to try and work his way in, but now he's given an audio cue, so even though it hasn't been heard, he's wary of the possibility of it, so he's going to back off that attempted boost. Mighty Max's timing is perfect. There's one, trying to line up the second, missing a lot of shots, but finally does indeed find Smooya. 4v3 in favor of Endpoint. hAdji, along with his teammate, are working out here, and hAdji does manage to make it even numbers at a 3v3. They're still trying to recover that bomb. They finally will. Mighty Max has to be careful because he's got very low HP. He's got players on the site, but keoz catches CCT looking the wrong way, and then hAdji deals the killing blow to Surreal. So
much real estate as possible. And as you saw, it's only Mighty Max left, 17 points of health. Definitely not enough against redstar, hAdji, and keoz. Here comes Surreal's aggressiveness towards Catwalk. He still needs to be really careful because, as you pointed out, a lot of the times we get to see mid-aggression, and this is exactly what we're getting to see out of these two squads.
alrighty, nice little exchange there as well, but it will be crucial, giving his team the edge. Redstar's in the perfect position to punish, and he absolutely does, so he evens up the numbers again at a 2v2. Space gain towards the A site. They don't know, I don't think, that CCT is here. So that is perhaps the snake in the grass here for Endpoint. It depends on the pathing that hAdji decides to take, and it looks like he'll be safe.
To try and give an example over to his teammates to try and save the day for Endpoint and deliver the first. Mighty Max, cheeky, finds the first, wins the 2 versus hAdji. Below 50 HP he is, but it's redstar, the last man standing, hiding, and yeah, now redstar, oh, did he spot him? Yeah, he definitely did. An easy kill. Crucial looks to adapt with the ult.
keoz gonna take the first fight here, and he wins it against Crucial. In the meantime, Azuwu did get one, but Smooya found the trade there as well, so it will be, in the end, a man advantage for Into the Breach. Not a great one, though, because they got 2 players very low, but when redstar's hitting shots like that, it's, well, not gonna hurt, because he hasn't even died yet either. Well done by him, and CCT and Surreal, they're on the outside looking in. This is probably, oh, I'm gonna say definitely a save. There's just no way.
It's a really expensive gun, and as the bomb explodes, this is going to be Into the Breach, finding a 5th, and trade. Surreal once again going down. hAdji is on fire. Another multi-kill found by him, but it's still Azuwu dancing around the bomb side. He knows that there are a lot of players coming his way, still holding on, but for how long? Not for a lot. redstar takes good care of his opponent, and as the C4 explosive is planted, it's only Crucial left in a 1 versus 2. This is doable. hAdji's low on HP.
And hAdji won't get it, but Crucial will go down to redstar.
Synopsy tries to accelerate. That's a shot that lands, but doesn't find anyone. Synopsy on the side is gonna go down, but how well can hAdji trade? Well, quite well from what we're seeing. Another multi-kill. Man, hAdji is just looking so clean, and nobody's watching him. He can actually go for a bit of a peek. hAdji is going to stop him, but this is a man advantage with Into the Breach, but not for long as the Frenchman goes down. Maybe there is a chance, a window of opportunity ahead of Endpoint.
By his IGL, maybe Mighty Max saying, guys, don't go in, try to do some damage to their economy, and that's exactly what will happen as keoz falls. But I mean, 7-0 now, and in those types of situations, in my opinion anyway, I feel like it's better to take the risk and try to get the rounds when you're down by so much.
Right now, this has not been the case. Good damage given over to redstar early on. He's still looking for his first dead, 8-0. keoz has been a little bit quieter, but now has a chance to pop off.
Nice shot from keoz. CCT, speaking of quiet, does get a couple here. keoz and Smooya fall. Incendiary tossed, and finally Endpoint maybe have found a shutdown round. Although Synopsy has something to say about that with the frag onto CJot. Very low is his teammate redstar. Only 106 HP combined there amongst the two of them versus 300. So now they can focus their attention onto the A site. Mighty Max has the chance to catch him off guard, but the Incendiary gives him away. It doesn't matter. Mighty Max still gets the frag. He gets traded, but that's a lot of information gained, and redstar is so very low. He needs to be perfect on every single shot, and he will not be. Crucial finds his first op.
Just that single rifle. The SMGs and with the pistols, and that's a push. Crucial was spotted. Synopsy knows left shoulder peek into a secured head. That's already ran one down. Mighty Max spotted with Dill, and if he gets away with the double, which does not happen, maybe Endpoint could have pulled something off. But yeah, with
they need to go for the execute before he brings that bomb. They can hope that the frags will materialize. CJot spotted out, but he does indeed find the frag on Synopsy. Gets a second as well. That is massive from him to find two, because if he gets traded 1-for-1, the advantage still lies in ITB's hands.
We're heard by the Counter-Strike gods. They committed to the two-man setup of Endpoint over that A-bomb side.
I think he just has to back off and concede the site, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Hoping to connect on a shot here, and he does. That's Mighty Max, excuse me, and Crucial gets smooya. The double ops are singing, setting up a crossfire here for Endpoint and giving themselves a man edge in turn, but redstar helps his bomb planter get comfortable and more. Two for him right on back. We swing, and redstar, well, he's going to sing as he gets a 3K, and CJot, last one standing in a 2v1. It feels like it's done.
Absolutely love seeing it. It warms my Bulgarian heart. And as my fellow countrymen shows how things are done. To have for ITB on their D side, it's just Endpoint not having an answer. I love the boost. I love the idea. The adaptations were good. Having the double op setup definitely shook things up, but this is where redstar popped off. One into another, then a third as well to stop Endpoint from even approaching the bomb site.
When you compare the two squads, but overall it's just been very, very rough for Endpoint throughout the entirety of this half. Synopsy slips through the smoke and gets one at mid-range with the MAC-10. Close-up Crucial managed to find that trade, but now Into the Breach can start applying the pressure into this A site. They know it's a little bit softened, but they need to find another one quickly if they hope to gain the edge. 1:05 on the clock. hAdji, who's been so good, comes out here and loses the fight to a Zulu, leaving redstar and smooya to their own devices, and that's not gonna go well. Only smooya in a 1v4.
Yeah, what can the breed do? Looking with the op, trying to fish for a pick or two. Going to check, but a missed shot makes it up with the Tech 9, but Crucial covers up so that Endpoint.
To be critical, obviously, as it's a very T-sided map, one of the few in the pool. I would argue maybe the only one in the pool. We're not there yet. Into the Breach, they'll have to close it out here, and with shots like that, it's not going to be long for Endpoint on this one. smooya gonna get a nice headshot, and he's looking for more now as Endpoint have managed to sneak into A, though. This is pretty good for them. I take it back. Azulu gonna find Synopsy, but doesn't realize someone's in the corner, but still is able to flick on redstar, getting the advantage for his team, and the bomb planted here. A pistol round for Endpoint, which would be their first pistol round victory of the entire series, is absolutely necessary for them at this stage, and we'll see if they'll get it.
Yeah, it's a 3 versus 4. They have a defuse kit, so not an approachable round. And Crucial covers, but the smoke is there, and that's the person holding in a Zulu.
Up against CJot, who hasn't been able to enforce his will as much as he did on that previous map of Inferno. 39 seconds left. Endpoint, I mean, you have to make a call here. You're towards the B site. The bomb is as well. You're probably better off just going for the hit. And, I mean, you have 4 players left alive. Mighty Max is dead. Yeah. hAdji gonna finish him off quite easily. And I feel like they just have to scramble their way into the B site. And as they do, they just get picked apart, fall to pieces. Azu, the last one standing. And he gets a couple here. It doesn't really matter, though, because there's no time to get the bomb planted. So it will be Into the Breach by hook or by crook, getting a 10th round victory.
Definitely for Endpoint, but the difference is a bit too big. And have a look at what redstar is doing. I absolutely love what he's going for. The aggressiveness there with the smokes and a beautiful opening out of Synopsy.
Yeah, this is quickly going back into the breach's favor. Endpoint stymied on their attempted take towards that A ramp. Because redstar's got a huge advantage. redstar biding his time. There we go. Frag comes through. CJot and Mighty Max left to their own devices. And Mighty Max has been found. That's the bomb dropped into the breach. 5v1. This is theirs.
Yeah, I think that we're probably already thinking about the third map. Have a look at the financing. It's gone. No money available in Endpoint's bank accounts.
Perhaps just players talking to each other. Maybe some trash talk coming through. Who knows? But either way, into the breach. I've got 7 opportunities to close this one out. Up against 4 Galils and a MAC-10. Endpoint. Going for some control. Charging out there. Missed op shot. Yeah, smooya is going to pay the price for that. Good job by CJot. Mighty Max wins the fight with redstar. Endpoint trying to carry this one out to at least another round, but hAdji has other plans. The util dump comes through from into the breach, and CJot is on the receiving end going down to 33 HP, and he's carefully watching Cat to see if someone's going to come through. He will see one and get the frag. Then Crucial follows up on Synopsy. Endpoint have a 4v1.
Yeah, they're trying to delay the inevitable. Real picks up the final kill. They're gonna break into the breach's economy. This will lead to a 7, then 8 prior to them finding themselves in yet another buy round. But have a look at the adaptation. Smooya lands the shot. CJot trades, and with hAdji covering, CJot now needs to go deeper. And as he does, finds a beautiful spray transfer to bring back the man advantage with Endpoint. So into the breach. Can they hold on? They have an op.
CJot, what a flick, a 180 flick coming through. It might just be in vain, unfortunately for him, as his teammates have fallen. Crucial in a 1v2, makes it a 1v1. Synopsy with the op, up against Crucial with the M4. Synopsy's certainly going to be looking for a rifle on the ground, but it's not going to be available to him. Misses the shot, even though the opportunity presented himself with that chrome cannon, and then threads the needle. That's not even through the box. Over the top, it only saw a tiny bit of his head, but it was enough, and a bit of BM at the end for Synopsy, as into the breach do indeed find that statement win on Mirage. On map number 3, hAdji going to be defending this B bomb site with Synopsy. And got one more here as well. Looks like, well, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It's Synopsy going to get 3 onto CJot, Azuwu, and Crucial. Surreal gets Synopsy back, but this is a very great start for Into the Breach. And it only gets better here.
Yeah, on Mirage, it was hAdji. This time around, Synopsy.
Yeah, surprised the Endpoint going for this force buy despite not getting the bomb plant, so we'll see how this one pans out for them. Yeah, it is going to be a B pop. Smooya spamming away with the M4 despite being blinded, and, well, Crucial does get one, but I think that's all they're going to find. Yep, Mighty Max falls to Smooya, who found himself a 3K on the round, and ITB cruise to a second round victory.
It adds to your confidence, it adds to your comfort. Of course, you don't want to be dropping the ball, you want to be maintaining the lead that you have. And talking about maintaining lead, this is the way to do it. Jumping SMG into a second kill, and with hAdji adding another, this is already a done deal, I believe, for Crucial and Surreal.
Yeah, not to mention, I mean, this is the bonus round. keoz just jumping around the corner, fully blinded, but somehow managed to get the frag regardless. Now Smooya will fall, but on top of that, it's the SMG frags that come through. It's another $1,200 added to already healthy, the already healthy bank count of keoz, and everyone's looking good in the economy department. We'll see if they get more frags on for Endpoint. They do. I don't think it'll lead to a round. Yeah, so really it's the nade. redstar knows where he is, and he will deal the final blow. So redstar continues to look great, which we talked about being important here. And they're just waiting for Endpoint to come to them, right? Which oftentimes, like I said, it's good to take those early fights, which Into the Breach have been doing. But up against an eco like this, perhaps it is wise to wait for them to walk in towards your angle, or maybe not. There you go. Headshot found for Crucial from the Tech-9. That isolates hAdji towards the B site, but he's been so good individually that he might be able to pull this off anyway. He only gets one, actually. Surreal trades him out immediately. Now a 4v3 advantage. A couple of players around the half health mark, and Surreal is waiting and watching the right angle. Synopsy gone as well. keoz and smooya, they have a decision to make, and that decision is send it. Out of Palace, let's see if they can find the frags. Well, one's done, and so is the other. Azuwu deals the killing blows. 2 for him, 2 for Surreal in a round that was just an eco. It turns into a victory.
Yeah, moment of miscommunication for Into the Breach. Nobody watching middle, allowing for Endpoint to reroute, go and push that middle part of the maps.
All right, Mighty Max on notice now at 22 HP. But as mentioned, he does win that fight and gains crucial real estate into mid. Azuwu catches keoz off guard, and I mean everything going the way of Endpoint. Finally, hAdji puts a stop to it with the frag onto Siege on redstar. Should get one as well. Yeah, a freebie for him. So what looked like perhaps a round that was going to fall away by the wayside for Into the Breach now is doable. I mean, in 2v3, they know where Endpoint is, going towards that A site, but the money's not great either, so they may just opt to go for the save, and it feels like the way redstar is pathing right now, that's absolutely the plan.
Try and be the difference maker. Let me just try and open an extra space so that you can have it, and so that we can alleviate some of the pressure that...
To win a fight immediately from these double doors as soon as someone comes around the corner, excuse me, and then fall off. Goes with the util. At kind of an inopportune time, because now Mighty Max is going to slip through, and he'll have no idea he's here because he thinks the Molotov's protecting him. It is not. Mighty Max gets the frag, and now a 5v4 again for Endpoint. Not to mention that Synopsy's been lit up to 34 HP. keoz is dead. Nice boost from Azuwu. And a 5v3. Into the Breach, kind of reeling here, and Mighty Max got another freebie coming. Yep. Oh my god.
He's feeling it. He's definitely feeling it. It's the exact same round that we saw in the previous one, but with a small tweak that there was a boost for the players inside A main to catch the anchor, and from there onwards proceed to planting the bomb. redstar once again isolated, not giving a chance. Spray good for 2. Third is probably quite close to finding it. Okay, crucial. Will land the shot. There was a small window of opportunity for redstar.
It's going to fade out very soon. He doesn't see anyone. hAdji playing it safe along with redstar towards the back side of the site. Here comes the execute. Flashes go in. hAdji throws an incendiary to delay them a little bit, and that will help at least to postpone the push, but it's going to come through regardless. redstar gets nothing with the Mag 7. Surreal takes care of smooya, and Mighty Max another 2k to help his team likely get the round with keoz and Synopsy so low on money. Those M4s have immense value.
You're already feeling good, but you don't want to be giving away too many consecutive rounds, because if you end up in an 8-4 situation and we see that the remainder of the squad is simply not able to contribute as much as they were doing, but with a secondary op, I mean, that's a switch. Let's see.
Alright, double op on Anubis. They don't even need the ops. keoz is going to get a couple here. Oh, Mighty Max catches hAdji just staring down in the wrong direction. Nice little jump down, and redstar is also going to get crucial. Endpoint don't have a lot left in the tank, it seems, in this round, but Mighty Max catching redstar will certainly help. A lot of players getting the jump on the other. It feels like constant flanks coming through in this one. As Endpoint trying to decide what they should do here, as they're kind of resetting and losing some map control. Oh no, again! smooya staring in the wrong direction. I mean, he was trying to clear a corner, to his credit, but still, Surreal.
He didn't spot his opponent's real. Does he know? Yeah, I do believe that. He got the confirmation. Now he knows. Great job by Mighty Max getting the information. And now that they shut the Belgian down, it's just an Synopsy. The confirmation that he's standing on that B bomb side is there.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he had that. Still hits the shot on Surreal. Now he can definitely go for this. I'm surprised Mighty Max is so aggressive. I can't speak. He's postured so aggressively, but it works out for him anyway. Synopsy will fall, and Endpoint recover in a round that, let's not forget, gaining the advantage with every second that ticks away. That incendiary, well, it will fade, and now you see a push coming on the flank. smooya does manage to connect onto Mighty Max. I thought Mighty Max would have the advantage, but Surreal and Azuwu do the work on the site proper, and then Crucial catches keoz, trying to sneak in from Palace. Surreal's got all the info he could possibly need, and he probably has the round as well. It's going to be Crucial, in fact, to get the last, and Endpoint cruise to an 8th round.
with them winning the second pistol round because we know how explosive Into the Breach can be and how deadly they can be when on the D side.
Yeah, well, Azuwu is going to get the opener, though, onto keoz. Speaking of aggression, it's coming from the CTs. And they're already out into Canal. B-side is so light, so that's a problem. Yeah, I think in this situation, you just tuck and you wait for your teammates to come in from E-box. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Into the Breach are trying to get to this bomb site, but Azuwu gets another one. redstar finally gets his first for his squad, and it comes in bunches. 3 frags in a row for ITB as they gain that man advantage. Now it's up to CJot and Crucial to bring it back. Crucial slipping in, maybe on the back lines. Well, only for one. And Into the Breach do manage.
Players remaining on the sides. Counter utility thrown. Endpoint are definitely gonna need to try and contest mid. smooya is there holding with the yob. And he lands the first shot.
Wow. Another great start to the round here by Into the Breach. Already having the op out is great for them, but CJot getting Synopsy, and he lines up a second frag as well. hAdji goes down. CJot still surviving at Pillar, does eventually get traded out by keoz, who gets an advantageous position maybe, but has kind of trapped at Pillar as his teammates planting the bomb, and yeah, Surreal cleans out both of them. Endpoint looking to get back to their winning ways with smooya, the last one standing, AWP in hand. Probably dead if they double swing him. They will double swing him, and there it is. Endpoint have gotten the last and the 9th round on the board.
To get as close as possible to Xbox, Canal's control secured. It's Crucial, goes for a peek.
Oh, I love that peek. The boost comes through. It works perfectly. redstar can't do anything about it. 5v4 in favor of Endpoint. If they get a 10th here, it could spell trouble for Into the Breach. Crucial doesn't get traded. No way! I can't believe he almost chambered another round to try and get that frag. He does eventually get dropped. Surreal blinded, spamming away against the last survivor, which is again smooya. And smooya won't be able to do anything. Endpoint get into double digits. The economy is in tatters here.
Should be given over to the remainder of Into the Breach to at least try and find something. The mini quest for them to complete is to plant the bomb. Dropping a couple of kills will definitely help them out, and this is exactly what happens.
Okay, and the rifle's on the ground for them to pick up. Still not going to be easy. smooya's got the right idea, though. What a shot from him. Deagle rings true. Crucial's gone. CJot and Surreal. Oh my goodness, they're also getting lit up. They're so low. This one could go the way of ITB, and it does. No way does that happen. That was mostly Glocks coming through, and ITB managed to do it. A 7th secured. Endpoint are gonna be kicking themselves. I like the approach from Into the Breach, but there's absolutely no excuse if you're Endpoint for losing those fights and even taking aggressive close angles knowing that your opponent is likely on an eco. Oh man, that is very... But they're gonna have to make it work. smooya, AK up, he's already right outside of B main, and Azuwu pushes up aggressively down the bridge, finds the opener, and then backs off immediately. smooya is trying to take a fight here against Surreal. He might have the edge, and he does. So down to a 4v4, he's looking around, spamming the smoke, and he gets the second on backside. CJot is gone. 4v3 advantage, and now a 4v2. Into the Breach, continue this seesaw ride of rounds over the last 3.
It's a roller coaster, isn't it? It's risky to go for it. The economy is still not stable. It's an all, but maybe they have the plan.
No way. They've got the util. They're just going to stick the bomb in the smoke. That's not going to work. smooya's got the lineup. And now it's up to Crucial, who's getting flanked here. He's going to try and save, but he won't be able to. What a risk to take here. And it doesn't pan out. I mean, I like the idea. Nothing doing there on that engagement. Smoke going to be popped here. smooya gains visibility, but doesn't see anything. Oh, smoke blocked there. Body blocked by Crucial. I like that little detail. Flashbang comes through. redstar catches Azuwu playing anti-flash. Crucial still trying to stand there and deny, but the bomb's going to get planted in that smoke. Crucial managed to hit the shot onto hAdji. It is pandemonium here on the B site, and Into the Breach don't even have anyone on the actual bomb site here. Endpoint probably going to realize it eventually, but I kind of like the setup and the idea. The problem is that if smooya goes down, they don't really have anyone to work here, and actually keoz managed to slip through into Palace when Mighty Max deals with him after he gets a couple, leaving redstar to his own devices. redstar gets one, knows there's a player through that smoke as the bullet opens up a bit of a gap. and Surreal. Both of them engaging here. He's trying to stick to the defusal. It's not going to happen into the breach despite losing the manpower first. Will come out with a round victory. We are going the full 24.
Let's go. Crazy, scrappy rounds and into the breach. Somehow saved by redstar. Managed to pull this one off. After the shot that landed, I thought that the 2 versus 4 is going to be insanely difficult for keoz and redstar to pull off. Props to the Belgian player for finding the timing and the gap, shutting down 2, and then redstar.
Have to go back and realize that that pistol round that came through from into the breach was really what catapulted them to potentially victory here. I say that, but it's the pistols right on back for Endpoint. They're getting their eco now. redstar tries to grab the bomb, takes a bit of damage, looking to escape from that position for now, but I mean, there are guns all over the place. The question is it going to be enough? He's got the lineup, gets the first, and the trade's not there just yet. Surreal focused more on someone maybe coming out of A main. That doesn't really happen. Readjustment from redstar. Are they going to be able to recover this? It's going to be very, very difficult. 50 seconds left on the clock. A smoke is thrown. Crucial's got the Mac 10. It is not enough. Either Synopsy trying to flick around and find the follow-up. He does so much damage to Mighty Max. And then a smoke's going to be thrown. This could lead to a bomb plant, but here comes that flank. They overlook Surreal. Surreal picks up the AK, drops Synopsy. It's all down to redstar here in a 1v2 clutch attempt. There's the first. Didn't plant the bomb yet, so he has to rotate all the way back around to the B site. This is going to be a run and a half.
To isolate redstar. And where does the smoke fall? Surreal, is he gonna bait? Yeah, he just stabs the bomb. redstar needs to maintain his composure. He's looking into Surreal's eyes to shut him down and save the round for into the breach. This could have been a massive disaster hitting smooya and his teammates, but it's once again the Bulgarian being the saving grace and coming out on top.
Wow. I mean, and the worst part for Surreal there is when he watched this back, he would probably think, I could have just stuck it. I could have just stuck the defusal and it probably would have been the better choice. So unfortunate there. And honestly, for Endpoint anyway, I mean, I felt like they were doing a fantastic job with just the pistols. But in the end, like you said, it's the Bulgarian now fighting for their lives. Even though they had the advantage, they had tons of opportunities. Now they have to just try to push it to OT. CJot gets the first, probably a second coming through. Indeed it is. And now smooya's lit down to 10 HP. He's in such a tough spot. The reinforcements have to arrive from B main, and eventually they will, but there's bodies here from Endpoint. 3 players waiting to greet these into the breach players, but it feels like OT is coming.
Yeah, definitely have that feeling. Now we're going to be needing the extra rounds. Has looked really close between these two. Into the breach. Managed to pull off a recovery after the big deficit that they were put into. Endpoint managing to scrap it here in the last round, unless redstar and Synopsy have something to say about it. Bomb is still within their control. This is called Mighty Max. hAdji goes on
Did
scene,
they see each
and
other?
this is it. Yeah. That's it. That's a confirmation. GRT, we're going to be going all the way. We need the extra rounds. Here they come.
Oh my goodness. All right, well.
And with the red light that he's trying to emit, definitely making Endpoint's life much difficult. And that's a quick double found by Azubu.
Alrighty. CJ, oh wow, nice shot from redstar. Zulu waiting, peeks, oh, misses the shots, gives redstar another chance here. redstar has the advantage and he will not waste it. 3v2 in favor of Into the Breach. Crucial, the only defender here at the A site, and you see them watching very carefully to see when Crucial's going to peek out. He does peek and he finds the frag, maybe the follow-up to, oh, just barely misses redstar, but Surreal won't. Endpoint looking to pull this one back. smooya's on a bit of a cheeky angle. I don't know they'll expect him from camera. No, not at all. I mean, they were looking towards that site. Surreal throws the smoke. smooya's gonna catch him. That's probably enough. Crucial can't do anything. smooya does it with the Glock. What a 1v2 clutch coming through from him.
redstar. Go with the C4 explosive. Being really close towards the wall. Oh, Crucial and Surreal are thinking about the push. This never ends well. This never ever ends well. And that's another demonstration as to why you should not be pushing through the arch, especially when smooya is on the other side. Another triple kill, and this is into the breach, surely getting all three on their T side.
Play, and they just keep doing it. Azuu's locked out of the site here. He will try to spam through and actually connects onto hAdji through the smoke. And redstar, what? He didn't have any visibility on either of them. Synopsy will eventually end him, but it's crazy that he's made this possible for Mighty Max. Unfortunately for Mighty Max, even if he gets all the frags here, it won't matter. There's no time, and he won't get the frags. Synopsy ends him as well. I mean, they took their time, they paced it well, they had some really good strategies going. Essentially, when it came down to having more strategic approaches on maps like Inferno and Anubis, it looked good. Mirage, obviously being less strategic, it didn't fare very well. That said, Synopsy gets the opener. Mighty Max with an instant trade onto keoz, and this is some great pressure. I mean, they're pinching in onto the player here. The nade's going to finish him off. Synopsy's gone. The A-site defense crumbles, but a good amount of damage done to CJot and Mighty Max makes this doable here on the retake.
It's a 3 versus 4. hAdji, good nade. Doesn't find the mark, but the bullets out of the M4 do. Crucial. A massive shot that finds its mark. redstar now with a kill with the trade. It's 2-on-2. But for how long as redstar is in the red zone? smooya once again. Is it going to be him being the difference maker? Lands another shot. The retake is so close to being a success for Into the Breach as Crucial is last man standing.
Oh, that's such a good smoke, too. Thrown in. Oh my goodness! There's no way! Crucial gets the no-scope, but still loses the round! I thought he might have had it there. He pulled out the knife, but redstar was fully committed to sticking that into the breach. Win it 16-12. What a barn burner of a third map, but it has finally ended 2-1 in favor of ITB. Dolan, that was an